What you mean recording has started? Holy...
Inventory full.
I have to do this again. Alright. Let's re-record this again. Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Beginners to Factorum. This is my second take because I did some edit. I did already some playthrough and my recording didn't hold. So we're doing this again. So I have a little bit of, what you call it, already knowledge of what I want to do. So the goal today is going to be to get some extra resources. Now, my plan was to actually dig down here and get the cobalt from below. But now that I think of it, we actually have something in the back here. And I can show you this in a second. Give me a bit of time. What I want to do here is I want to make sure that my bottle is full. It is. Let me just fill up here. There we go. So, when I was the first session, I went for a, what you call it, unknown signal, which was behind the mountains. And I'm not sure if I'm not going to be able to show you, but down there is an ice lake. And on the ice lake, down there, are a whole bunch of resources as well. So the plan is to actually move down there with what I already have. So my plan was to actually drive there with a rover. So that's going to be the plan for today, is we're going to change our approach. The sun is about to come up, so we should start doing some work while that is still okay. So what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to go and mine some iron. I'm going to put it in the refinery. I'm going to mine a little bit more extra cobalt. We're going to mine some nickel. And I might also put a drill here. Maybe we put it here with the hinge and just quickly drill some terrain away so I can get some extra stone. Maybe I should start with that. So, let's go to this toolbar here and I'm going to clear the toolbar of the blocks I don't want. And we want the conveyor. I'm going to set up this toolbar now as I wanted as before. We're going to put all the conveyors in here. Small conveyor goes in here. Then we got the hinge. We're going to take that one as well. These, of course, as you can see, all the plus allow me to cycle through all the blocks. I'm going to build a hinge against this. Let me just withdraw some. Still have a build planner here. Second. That. Let me rotate that. And that way, we got an unknown signal very close by the way, so we might go and check that out as well. Okay, I'm gonna lift this hinge a bit up. There we go. Then I'm gonna put a drill. This one right here in the toolbar. And we're going to build that drill in the length. Oh, there's the sun. 3 more. There we go. Alright, so we got a drill on a hinge, which should, if I just turn it on, I think it already starts clearing some terrain. It will catch some stone. And then I can drop my hinge down a little bit. I don't have a lot of space though because of the terrain, but I think I actually didn't do a great job here. I probably should have put it on this side because I have much more space to go down in. Alright, it is taking some stone. Let me just go and get this signal first and then we change it because that was a terrible choice. What are you? Okay. Is there a button on here? Ah, there it is. Okay. You can see the button is actually right at the signal there. I'm going to press it. Try your luck to get a new special item. Let's see. We got a leopard welder. Nice. Alright. There's also a container, so let's see what's in there. Blushy. And a grinder that is actually upgrade. Okay, so we can already start adding that one. Character tools. Instead of that grinder. There we go. Anything else here? No, I think that's it. So I'm gonna drop this in here, and what I'm gonna do, we're gonna change this because this was definitely not the best choice. Okay. That should now be much easier to get down there. So let's bring it down. So what I might do is put the second hinge on this so I can actually go up and down and dip in a different angle. But while this is just drilling, I'm going to go down and we're going to mine some iron and cobalt and nickel. And I'll be back in a second. Alright, so I got 2 hinges now on the drill. That should allow me to bring this up a bit. And then bring this down. Like that. That should give us a little bit more breathing space. Let's turn you on. You can see my drill is shaking, and that is because we are using 2 hinges. So this is the grid connected to the base. But from this point on, this block here, this becomes a subgrid. So these then become 2 parts of a grid. And then this one here, wait, give me a second. Actually, this and this is the grid. And then this one here is another subgrid. So for the moment, we've got 2 subgrids on this, and that makes it shake. So what you can do is you can put this hinge, which is hinge 1. There's no hinge number. We can go into our drill, look for the hinge, and say share inertia tension, and that is going to take away the shake. I just need to keep an eye on my drill. Let me just go a little bit up. Now, to be able to enable share inertia tension, you have to turn on experimental mode. That you have to do before you start up any save. In the options, if you go to here options, in the starting menu, you should be able to turn on the experimental mode. And experimental mode is going to allow you to turn on shear inertia tension. And what it does, it actually just starts counting the second part, the subgrid, to the mass of the existing base that you have connected against. And that way it makes it more stable. We have nothing in production. We are just refining for the moment. Alright. So, now that I got some daylight, let me recharge. Let me refill my bottle. We should go and get some ice as well. Maybe we should do that first. So yeah, I got a little bit of, how you say it, like pre-knowledge already what I was doing last time. So half of it, the discovery is already done. You know what I should have done? I should have made better tools. Here we go. There we go. We got some ice under the ground. Let's mine it completely up. There we go. So now you should be able to refill my bottle. 4.6, that's nice. Let's go and get that one. That's another one of those regulars. That's nice. Nothing special. I'm gonna have to do some exploration on what path we're gonna take, because we're gonna be building the rover, as I said. So, let's just check where the ice is again. There it is. That's the ice lake down there. Okay, so as you can see, there is no way for me to get down there from that bridge. So we're gonna have to drive like here, around. Okay, I think we could drive here and then over there. All right. Now this is pretty hilly and it looks smooth, but once you get close, you can see it's pretty wavy. So we're gonna have to be smart on how we build our rover. Of all the things that we need to keep, as in we cannot lose it, is the power cell. This one, we don't want to lose the power cells, the batteries. So we're gonna have to probably keep this as the centerpiece of our rover. So what we could do is start building this direction. This is a bit craggy, but it should work. So let me get some steel plates and get a bit of a layout. What I'm going to do, I'm going to open this up because I am going to keep this open for another battery. Alright. And what we want to make sure of is that the rover is longer than it is wide, just to ensure that the rover is more stable. At least that is what I'm thinking it will do, or hoping what it will do. I think 3x3 is on here. Something like that. You know what? I might actually angle these already. Cannot do it here. Well, I can do it here. I mean, I don't have anything connected to it. So if I do this and then this. This. That's where we can put our wheels against. Let me just make my better tools in the meantime. Production, I want to make a better welder and a better drill. We're going to move these bad tools in here. We can go to production again and we can choose this assembly. If I click this assembly, that is going to pause the assembly. That means it's not going to keep assembling your parts. And I'm just going to disassemble these here, which are going to give me a little bit of iron nickel just to get rid of it. And then we can go back to assembly and it's going to continue the assembly. And I can put my better welder here and my better drill here. There we go. Now let's go to the wheels. I think we're going to go for the 3x3s. So I'm going to take 3x3 left and I'm going to take 3x3 right. And let's start with the left. We're going to place it in such a way. Now, it is because, I think it is because of build info that you can actually see the transparent wheel. Normally, I don't think you see it, or they changed it with the update. But what you want to do is make sure that this disc you see on the top is on the top if you want your wheel to be on the correct orientation. Because this is a small disc, you can see my wheel is going up now, but we want it to go down. So we want to build it here. Then later we can build one there. And then we need the right. And make sure that the wheel is orientated like that. I don't know if I'm going to be able to place this one here. Yes, perfect. That's good. We have 3 wheels. That's nice. I'm gonna start putting these already into production. Actually, I can just keep putting 1, 2, 3 because they are the same anyway. And put in production. There we go. So what we're gonna do then, we're gonna build a second battery in here. And then we're going to move all these blocks that we have here over into our rover. We're going to try to make it a little bit equal in weight so that we don't have all the weight, because especially the batteries might be a little bit too heavy. So we could put cockpit in front. Cockpit. Like that. Do we have any cockpit with like the connection to the back? No. So we only have a connection on the top or a connection on the bottom. If we do this, I should be able to access my cockpit from the ground. And then we can put our containers on top of here. Yeah. And I think I can put lights here. Spotlights. So this rover is not going to be the most beautiful. It's just functional. We just need this to be able to reach the ice lake. And then from there, we're going to start building our base out. other one is going to be the battery. I need steel plates, of course. Okay, let me just fix the wheels up first then. Alright, so we got 3 wheels set up. The 4th wheel I'm going to have to add. We might have to use a piston just to lift it. Well, I'll look into that in a second. Let's start with the battery again. As I said, we want the battery in the back. Do we want a battery in the back or do we put the battery behind the cockpit here? If I do this, that might be better. That way I am stabilizing the weight a bit. Now, this wind turbine here is only going to work when it's a part of a static grid. So as long as it's part of the static grid, the wind turbine is going to work. They also will work when they are MAC plated and when there's the landing gear is on the ground and the wind turbine is connected to that landing gear without any subgrids. But as soon as I would disconnect this, you will see that the wind turbines are no longer going to work. So I am considering taking these wind turbines off after a while, but I'm going to use them for the moment to just get my batteries charged. Do I have ladders? I don't. What do I need to get the ladder? I need the interior blocks. Okay, so if I build a quick interior block. Okay. That should give me a ladder. I'm actually gonna take this one. Because this one is probably gonna allow me to stand in it. So if I do this, then I can always use the ladder as well to climb up, but I can also use it to get into the cockpit, I think. Like that. We'll see. Then we can put some containers on top here. So I'm going to put one container here, one container here, and one container here. I might just put a conveyor pipe here. Then we can put the O2 generator on the bottom here. O2 generator. I'll do like that, so I have a conveyor on top. No, we need to do this, yeah. So that the conveyor connects to the container there. Alright. So then that is going to link to the containers. And then we put a pipe that connects to this. We can do that now. Let me just put one of those curved pipes like that. That way we can withdraw oxygen and hydrogen when we jump in our cockpit. We could actually put the survival kit up here. So let's do that. Clearing my build planner again. No, here. Then we can put our... I think we might put our assembler and our refinery here. Yeah, we could do that. Our refinery like this. So let me go back here. Refinery. We can now build a large one, but we're not going to do that now. Refinery, and I'm going to rotate it in such a way that it goes like that. And then here we can put our assembler. Should we take the new one? We could put the new one already. Let's take the big one. That's no longer the basic one, but it should serve us well. like that. I'm gonna put a steel plate block on here. That way, this is gonna be connected. Put it the same here, and then we can grind this away. So I can make a conveyor line in a second to this refinery, and then get rid of this assembler. Okay. Let's move everything from the assembler away for the moment. Assembler is empty. Basic assembler is not. Cargo. Alright, now we can grind you down. Is it still connected? Yeah. There we go. So now this assembler is taking over. Now we can start focusing on the rest. There we go. So now this whole line has been made. Everything has been welded up here. We just need the lights. So normally if... no, I don't have the cockpit yet. There we go. And now I'm recharging everything. This can go, yes. Then I think we can remove almost everything here as well, except for the pillar in the middle. What are we gonna do? Are we gonna take this with us for the moment? You never know if I want to do a quick flight. Let me just put this on the rover as well for the moment. Alright, engines off. There we go. So now the only thing we need here is another wheel, and that's going to be a problem because I won't be able to put my wheel there. You see, it's in the terrain. Oh, you know what I forgot as well? Gyro. So we got that gyroscope. I'm going to weld up the sides now. So I think we should put a... Oh, you know what? Let's first go in here. N, V, and we're going to check our parking. So I'm going to take my cockpit, I'm going to put it in the front, and we're going to say park on off. And I think that's okay for the moment. The rest doesn't really need to be set up here. We just need to make sure that we can park our car. So we're going to use parking engaged. I'm going to talk about... can use P to also park and not park, but it is a bit of a dangerous choice, so I'm going to talk about that later once we had a connector set up. You might have to remind me about it. Alright, so what I'm going to do, we're going to put a hinge here. Something like that, I would say. Then we need a piston. And we need a mag plate. Take a landing gear. And I'm hoping that I actually can go down here. And so if I now go down. Perfect. So now we have this grabbing the ground. This is going to might be a little bit of a shaky disconnect. Oh, we seem to be good. All right. I'm going to extend this. So that I can put a block underneath that I just grind away like the smart ass I am. And then see if that wheel is going to fit underneath there. Left. Don't think it will. But let's start with that. Then we can add a wheel in a second. Alright, you need to go higher. And then let's see if I can add a wheel. Add wheel. Yes, alright, now we're back. Alright, so now I should be able to hinge this a bit forward. And ensure that the rover is going to fall down pretty nicely straight. Okay, I think that's pretty good. Because once I disconnect this, it's going to fall down and then a bit to the right, but it shouldn't fall over. Let's start grinding these down now. There we go. I think that's about it now. Alright. Let's go. Goodbye. Alright, I'm gonna leave this hinge on here because this might be handy for putting a connector on if I ever need to get some materials. I think that's gonna be it. We're gonna have to get to a bit of a flat terrain so I can check the height of my wheels. I think we need to raise it for sure a bit. Steel plates though. Am I out of iron again? Seems like it. My god. Alright. So let's see if I can get in here. I can. Perfect. Yeah, that little rover or the little flyer is going to cause some issues. The advantage that my flyer is actually giving me still resource spots. There we go. So now we're going to connect in the back. That should be fine. So what I want to do, I'm going to go into my inventory. We're going to go to our wheel suspensions. We're going to do some changes. So first of all, we're going to give this 12 strength. Going to do a little bit more height offset. Let's take 95. Going to give like 65% friction. We're going to boost, lower the speed to 120. And power, I'm going to bring this to 75. There we go. I think that should be enough for some decent driving. We just need to find our way. And yeah, this thing is getting in the way. So there's two things I'm going to do. Sun is going down. That means I'm going to have to drive to the dark, and I don't want to do that. So I'm going to build a bed here on this, and we're going to go sleep. But first of all, let's take this away. We will rebuild this flyer later. I think that's it now. Alright, our flyer is gone. Time to build a bed. There we go. Alright guys, have a good night. I'll see you in the morning. Yeah. Alright. Let me refuel. Let's go to the O2 generator again. Make sure that our bottle is full. That's it. I think we can go. I could have driven that way, but I think we might be able to go over here. Pretty hilly, as I said. Looks nice from a distance until you get close by. You know what I should have done? Is replace the ore detector as well and kept it on the rover. Can I put an ore detector in here? Ore detector. Like that. There we go. Cobalt, 105 meters down. If I go into my control panel, we go to the ore detector. I can. Oh, it's already boosted to 150. I think they fixed that. Before it was on 75. First time you build it, so I think they might have fixed the iron. Oh! Did you see gold? Yeah, gold is not important. If I find silver, it's more important. God, this weather is definitely not great. Lights are on, they are on. Most like I'm gonna go during the day because then I can see more, but I think I'm gonna park here and we're gonna do some jetpacking. Hopefully to see a little bit more where we are. Ice Lake is there. Need to go there. Over that bridge down there. An antenna would not be a bad idea as well. An antenna? No? Okay. What do I need to do? A beacon? Not for them. Okay. Beacon then first. We just need a beacon. I don't want the beacon because I want the antenna. Because the antenna allows me to also to see the, what you call it, the ores. Because then the ore detector and the antenna work together. The beacon doesn't send anything. Alright, now I can do the antenna.
Inventory full. Inventory full.
Yeah. Gee, antenna. I'm gonna take the compact antenna. And we're gonna put it against there. Like that. There we go. Antenna built. So now we at least can see our ship or our rover. Let's go up there. Let's go to the ice. So the reason why we're traveling towards the ice, if I didn't explain it before, is because I want to be able to make ourselves a hydrogen factory, refinery, whatever, which is going to allow us to use our ships with hydrogen thrusters, allowing us to go to space much quicker, and we should be pretty easy to get to like a point where we have a jump drive even if we find some gold. But that would be... Oh. That might be... give me a second. Let me just take a break here. So what I was saying is this means that we could get to the Factorum pretty quickly. I just don't know if we're going to be prepared enough. So we will need some magnesium and materials. But yeah, a bit steep, but I think that should work down there. So let's go there and there. Unknown signal detected again. Oh. We should brake because this is steep. We're not flying. This is driving. Take it slowly. My god, that gyro is overkill. Alright. I think that might have been the better option there, but we're... Yep, I guess we're just gonna drive off here. We do have a lot of control with our gyro, so can try to stabilize the rover whenever it goes down. Ooh. A lot of craggies. Let's not just go all the way like a cowboy off the hill. Let's do it a little bit. I'm gonna go to the left here. No. Let's just jump off. Oh, thank you, tree. It might have been smarter to use thrusters. We would have been there already, but you know what? Content, blah, 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 adventure. I think I played too much with Bob in the past. Don't worry. I feel it's safe. I think it's safe. And then, bye-bye, Beeble. I think the worst is over. I think we're good. We're almost there. We're almost there. Gold. Silver. Yep. We need some silver. I'm just gonna mark it for the moment. There might be silver in the lake as well. EL. What is it again? AU and AG. So I think AU is silver, AG is gold. I always mix them up. Whee! Alright, let's drive around a little bit. Let's see what we have on the ice. So we got a whole bunch of resources here. This is iron, gold, cobalt. Okay, this might be a good one. I think this might be a good spot for the base. Let's see what we have there. So this is because I got the ore detector, and with that I can spot the ores under the ground much better. So nickel, cobalt again. There was another spot there. So I think the first one we just passed by, the first one, is going to be the best spot to start. Nickel, magnesium, ice, nickel, silicon, magnesium. Alright. Let's go. We know where we're going to build. And I think this is actually going to be where we're going to build our base of operation. Gold and cobalt right next to each other. I think this is the spot we want to drill. There. And we got some iron there. So I think we're going to build here. TPS build here. Alright. Let's get some metal plating. We're going to build our block right in the middle of that. And that is going to be where we're going to open up and have the drill inside. I think we're going to build a drill that is about that size. It's going to be the ring, which is going to be half. This is going to be a half block in a second, but so we should be able to just move this way. So let's start with a drill right here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to move. I'm now going to build a ring, like an inner ring, so that the drill can move inside it. So I think if I use the light armor slopes here, like that, and then we put 2 blocks in the corners. I think that's going to work. Is that the circle we want? Or is this going to cause problems? 1, 2... I think we should be okay. So we're going to be starting with collecting a lot of ice. And then once we get through the ice, we're going to start hitting the cobalt and the gold. Maybe. We'll see. It might be that we're going to have to do some adjustments to our rig. But I think we should be pretty much fine. Like that. Like that. That will be the circle where our drill is going to be in. So let's begin with a conveyor. Conveyor. Let's put some pistons on top. 7. I'm going to take the square ones. They just look much better. So 1, 2, 3. I would say 4. That's going to be 40 meters up. And then we do another one is 80 meters down. Let me just see. Gold is 113 meters. I'll do one more. How much is it now? 1, 2, 3, and then the 4th one is a pipe. It's a curve again. That should be centered. Yeah, and then we can put another is this because I gravity align, local grid align maybe? I can do more because I can raise this. Then a rotor, do a few drills, and that should be it. Okay, what I'm gonna do, we're gonna extend the one. I might make a connection to my rover to start with, maybe. This stone goes incredibly quick. So we need to do some iron digging, sadly enough. So what I'm going to do, let's recharge. I'm going to go and drill a little bit further so I don't damage the terrain here. Dun, dun, dun. There should be some iron here. Right, let me just clear away the ice. And then we can always come back here later with the mining ship if I build one later. Then we can come quickly here, mine some, and then drop it off at the base we're gonna be building. All right, let's clear some iron or mine some iron. I still got a lot of cobalt to go through. So a better refinery is definitely not going to be a bad idea. Now we can lift this. If we got power. That's why I wanted to get this against it. This is 2 blocks from the ground. So let's put this and a hinge and then a connector. All right, so I don't have power. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to build a quick wind turbine here so I can control my switch. This might be stupid, but it's cheaper than building a battery and then having to remove it again. There we go. You're already doing your job. Let's maneuver our rover onto that connector. Alright, so now we can adjust the angle a little bit on this hinge and see if we can get it to match the other one. About this. Yep, I think that's okay. And then we can do the same here and then adjust the height like that. I think that might actually work. Look at that. Like a glove. Switch lock. So now we can have this thing working as a drill before we do any base building. We definitely need to change this because this is not enough power to power this thing up. But for the moment, we can now focus on getting, let's see, that's 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 60 meters we can go down and up. Because while these are going 10 extension, that means also 10 with that included. About 60, I think. So 60 meters, we need to go definitely way lower. Okay, let me just... So this is going to be, again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's like 60, 65 meters. Gold is 110. So I think I'm going to put 2 more. That's going to be 70 meters. We're not going to reach that anyway, so I might have to then rethink my drill to get to the gold. Because at the time, we don't need the gold, we just want ice to start with. So I think let's put 2 more, and then that's going to be it for the moment. So except for all this one here, all the rest is going to have to go into shared inertia tension. So I'm going to make this one square piston base up or lift as we used it. Then lift 2 and 7. Let me just double check. Is this 7? Yep. All right. So if we look at all the pistons now, all of these pistons, except for the one I'm just going in, the base lift, this one does not need shear inertia tension. The others do. So if you're building a base or whatever, everything that is the subgrid, from the subgrid on, that has to be in shear inertia tension. Everything that is connected to the base straight on, like this piston right now, does not need shear inertia tension. So we do not need to do this with these. We just need to do it with all of the other ones, not with that one. And then just enable shear inertia tension. And that should be without. Yeah, all right. So that is going to be much stabler when we're starting to drill, because these are a lot of pistons. There we go. That is all sorted. Now we're going to put a... how many blocks are this? 1, 2, 3. We don't want to go further than that. So it's going to be 1, 2 drills. 2 drills. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3 drills. Yeah. So 1 drill in the middle. That means we're going to put a rotor here. We need to take the advanced rotor, of course. Otherwise, as you can see, the regular rotor does not have a port. The advanced rotor has a port. Otherwise, it won't be able to transfer the drilled items over. Like that. And then we can put our drills in here. I'm going to put one like that. Normally, I don't need another one. I can actually put a conveyor in between and then another one. But it might allow me to go and drill quicker. So I'm going to do 3 drills on this side, or 2 drills on this side and 2 drills on that side. Yeah. I think that should be enough for a while, Silicon. Let's drop it in our base. And I think we're going to have to call it here for today, as otherwise this episode is going to get way too long. Alright, so next episode, and it is very dark, the plan is going to be to expand on this, complete this drill, and then start building out so that we can have storage for the ice and whatever we're mining, and then expand so we also have some refineries and all that. Then after that, I would like to build a mining ship that is going to use the hydrogen we create from this ice, and then we can start mining some iron, some silicon and nickel with the mining ship, bring it back here and then put it in the refinery. That should be the plan for next time. I think we did quite some progress in, you know, getting our base over here and getting our initial drill system set up. All right, so that's going to be it then for today. Thank you again for watching. I hope you enjoyed today. My God, it's dark. We're definitely going to have to work on some light, because this is not acceptable when it's getting dark. Thank you so much all for watching. I will see you again very soon. Bye-bye for now.